Hey there, I'm Brandon, and this is Dirt Church Devotional. You know, we're heading into a celebration this weekend to celebrate the most epic thing that has ever happened in the history of the world. We're going to be celebrating the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. After his crucifixion, he rose again on the third day. Nothing better has ever happened. And that's super cool. But I want to back up a little bit. I want to back up to last Sunday. Last Sunday was Palm Sunday, and Palm Sunday kicks off Passion Week. It kicks off the countdown, the last week of Jesus' life. And there's some really cool things that happen on Palm Sunday. And one of them, Jesus sent some disciples down to get a donkey and bring it back. And as he rode that donkey into Jerusalem, it fulfilled prophecy. And people were putting their cloaks on the ground so the donkey could walk on the cloaks. They were cutting palm branches down, where we get the term Palm Sunday, cutting the palm branches down, throwing them on the ground and waving them in the air. And they're shouting Hosanna, which means save. They're declaring Jesus as the Son of David, as the coming King. They're fulfilling prophecy. These people are saying the right thing in the right place. They're in Jerusalem at the time of a Passover, where they're supposed to be. They're saying the right thing at the right time. But here's the strange thing. Just 5 days later, these same people that now are saying, praise God, celebrating Jesus, celebrating Hosanna to the King, 5 days later are saying, crucify him. They want to kill him. Why? How does that even happen? Now let me step aside for just a second. This whole last week, I've been hearing this noise as I'm getting ready to wake up, hearing this tap at my window, at our window, and what in the world is going on? So we lay there and hear it again, and hear it again. We got up, and finally we realized what's going on is there is a bird outside of our bedroom window that every morning this last week has been flying up and hitting the window. And it flies up and it hits the window and it taps the window. And we've thought of several different ways that maybe we could stop this. But it got me to thinking today about a passage in Revelation. And Jesus said this, he says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. And if anyone will open the door, I'll come in and sup with him and he with me. Well, I'm not going to open the window for that bird to come in. All right. That wouldn't make much sense. I don't need a bird in my house. But what is it? Here's a startling truth to what Jesus said about I stand at the door and knock, about that passage. Jesus was talking to a church. He was outside the doors of the church. There's people gathered that were saying the right things and they were in the right place, but they had the wrong heart. Just like the people so many years ago in Jerusalem that were celebrating his coming into Jerusalem and then calling for his death. They were in the right place, saying the right things, but they had the wrong heart. Can I challenge you today that it's completely possible to be in the right place, saying the right things, and have the wrong heart? And that's pretty frustrating. We don't really want to think about that, but think about this. If that is you, think about this. Jesus standing at the door, knowing people are in the right place, saying the right things with the wrong heart. Knowing that, he says, look, I'm still standing at the door. I'm knocking. If you'll open up, I will come in and I'll eat with you. I'll dine with you. I will have a relationship with you and make all things right. Chew on that. If you find yourself in that position, why don't you open the door? Be in the right place, right time, with the right heart. We'll talk to you next time.